So today we got a bunch of random stuff going on. We have some building, we have some tech support, we have some IT guy stuff, more social media to post. So yeah, so let's do a quick walk and talk. So as you see behind me, my office is starting to come around. I got a lot more stuff to hang. I got a bunch of shelves I want to hang. I got this nice coat rack I got to hang up. So yeah, let's take a walk around the building. I need some fresh air anyway. It's cold out again today. School's been closed a couple days between the holiday and the cold weather. Yesterday with the wind chill, it was minus 13 degrees, which is crazy. Doesn't make it any better today. But yeah, so we're gonna build a desk for our office manager in her new office. Get all that set up. I'm gonna do a time lapse of that, which will be pretty cool. I don't know if you could see it on camera, but it's snowing again. Had some truck issues today where my speedometer and all of the things on my dashboard were turning on and off repeatedly. I want to check out the meeting room / break room because it is pretty neat right now. We got an upgrade. My cousin Jim went and got us a what is it called? An air fryer. Smells good. Smells like someone's cooking in here. Oh, I see Uncle Jim in the bathroom. Must be cleaning up. You guys can see he's over there on the phone. But yeah, so he's got something going on in there. Let me turn this around for you. There we go. What's he got in here? Can't really tell what that is. Oh, it's chicken. Yeah, that looks good. So this is the new addition. And then we got a little microwave, a coffee bar. So it's coming along. Pretty neat. This is me and my cousin Jim's old office. We expanded to the other room, so now we have all this room. So it's pretty cool. Got one of our trucks back today from the shop. Got inspected. A couple other things. This truck is awesome. It's got a lot of miles on it, over 250,000 miles, but this thing still runs great. Suspension's great. Tons of storage. It's just a great overall truck to have when you're in the service industry, and it's great, especially for plumbing, because you can clean drains out of this truck, but you can also have a lot of plumbing tools and supplies and such. So I want to see something crazy. So we have our own dumpster here, and the problem is guys keep using it from other companies, and they keep on throwing all of their garbage in the dumpster. Let me zoom in on this thing and show you. Look at this. Not only are they using our dumpster, but they're throwing all their garbage on the ground next to it. None of those garbages or boxes, I don't know why I said garbages, plural, but none of that is ours. So, yeah, crazy. Oh, I'm still zoomed in pretty far. Zoom back out here. So yeah, it's kind of nuts that people it's disrespectful, So if you own a business or run a business or you work for a big business, you get it. You pay to have a nice dumpster on site, and people take advantage and start using it. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I had to put my hoodie on. It's starting to snow like crazy out here. It's kind of nuts how one day it could be 55 in Buffalo, the next day it could be a foot of snow and negative temps. You just never know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of chocolates, right? Ain't that what Forrest Gump said? Whew. But yeah, so got a bunch going on today. I'm gonna knock it all out. I'll try to film some of it. I gotta go to the office store. I'll try to film some of that. And we'll see what happens. Sheesh. Turn this camera around so you guys can see. That is just crazy. Truck's already covered. Look at this. It's nuts. It is nuts. So stay tuned. I know this has been kind of a funky video. I'm all over the place. I'm still new at this. I'm trying my best, I promise. As the weather gets a little better, I'll be able to film a lot more stuff outside. Because right now, it's just really tough. It's tough in these conditions to get out here and actually do some good stuff. So we'll see what happens. This is going to be our second video on our YouTube channel here on what happens behind the scenes of a media and marketing manager at a plumbing company. So today I jumped in because we got all new phones from Verizon and I had to call and get all of them initialized and all that fun stuff and get them all turned on, which none of them are going to work now until tomorrow because the account isn't set to work until tomorrow. So I got all that done. It was a 2-hour long phone call with Verizon. I was going to film some of it, but there was a lot of people in the office and it was kind of loud in here. So I didn't want to bore you with that stuff. So that is all done. They do have to be hooked up to the internet and all that fun stuff, but none of that matters till tomorrow when they're going to work. But we added 8 new lines, which means we have a crap ton of lines and they can all work intertwined with, you can transfer calls to other people in other departments, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so I got that done today, and now I'm going to start hanging up some of the stuff. We just moved into our new office over here. Me and Cousin Jim. Cousin Jim, you trying to say hi up on here, dog?
No.
He's got a fresh cut. He doesn't like the camera. He's camera shy, but he's back there. So I'm going to start hanging up some memorabilia. I collect memorabilia, NFL stuff, some mainly Buffalo Bills, but I got every other helmet in the league here, and I have some Yankee stuff, some other stuff like that. But anyways, I'm going to hang up some memorabilia, so maybe I'll film some of that. And then lunch is coming. Where'd we order from? Chili's. Got a salad coming. New year, new us. We're trying to be slim and trim for 2026. So, yeah. We'll see what happens next. Well, for you, I'm gonna click stop, but then you're gonna see next anyway, so you don't have to wait, but I'm gonna wait. So now I'm working on editing a quick social media commercial. I mean, I'm still learning. I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro 2025. And so I just filmed something on the same Osmo 3 I'm using for everything else. And then I learned how to add pictures. So one of my technicians did a job. They removed a garbage disposal from a house, and they installed regular pipes under the sink to remove the garbage disposal. The customer did not want a garbage disposal anymore. So I'm kind of working on it a little bit on how to make this work. And it seems so far so good, I think. Something just happened though. It says I have a retrieval error. I wonder if it's because, you know what it is, I know what the problem is. Well, maybe. I only have one card right now to be able to record data. on the camera, video data. So I think because I pulled that card out, it can't find it now, so it won't play back the video I was just working on. So yeah, so we're going to continue to work on this for a couple minutes, and I'm going to try to figure out what's up with this. But I'm slowly learning the ropes with this. It's a cool program. I also have been using Canva to do some editing stuff, which is great. You can really use that for like your YouTube banners and thumbnails and all things like that. So it's pretty fun. So yeah, bear with me and we'll see if we can get this fixed. So I'm in the middle of editing, and I was putting up a Facebook post about garbage disposals because we had a customer today that didn't want their garbage disposal anymore, so we were able to remove it and put some new pipes under their sink. And it also removes that nasty smell you get sometimes from a garbage disposal. So people ask all the time, are garbage disposals okay? How do I like garbage disposals? As a plumber, I love garbage disposals because they clog drains. 100 years ago, plus when drains were invented, they were never invented to have food waste going down them like that. So in my opinion, they're a horrible idea because they can clog. You're not supposed to shove a bunch of stuff down the drain. It's made for water and solid wastes. In the toilet, that is, not in your sink. So with that being said, it's good to know that if you have a garbage disposal, you're not stuck with it. You can have it removed. If it breaks and you don't have the money to spend to get a new garbage disposal, you can always have it removed and just have it hard piped underneath, and then you're good to go. So yeah, so I just thought about that now. So if you don't know about garbage disposals, that's one thing to know is you're not stuck with them, and it's okay to have them, but you got to make sure you run lots of water when you use them and don't shove everything down there because it's not meant to be. So yeah, that's it. On to the next one. Finally left the office. I am headed to my house real quick. I'm remodeling some of my basement, putting a bedroom in for one of my daughters so she can move a bigger bedroom into the basement. And I put a lot of garbage out last night, so I want to check and make sure the garbage guys took it, which I'm pretty sure they did, which is awesome. And I'm going to my son's basketball game. I'm an assistant coach with there. So it's about almost 20 after 5. His game starts at 6. So I'm just going to stop at home quick, grab some water, and head there. And then we'll see how that goes. So, you know, sometimes I have late days, but it's all worth it. The company's growing, which is great. I have a great relationship with my kids and great relationship with my girlfriend. And, you know, you just keep working hard and typically you get results, which is good. Oh, that guy's got a couple of Dalmatians over here. Wish I can show you, but I got my camera lens holder on my window, so I can't really mess with it. Plus, I'm still so new to this where I don't even know if I'm doing this right. But yeah, so I'm headed to my house, like I said, and then I'm going to get some water, head to basketball. Maybe I'll get some footage from there. Probably not, though. There's gonna be a bunch of kids there, and I don't want to film people's kids or strangers in general, unless I'm in public, obviously. But we will see where the night goes. Just doing a quick little test with the microphones because I still don't know. I feel like they're too loud. I got to do research. Today was a really busy day with having to set those phones up and making sure we had posts on social media and those things. Plus, the Verizon wireless network is down. I know there's a pretty big nationwide outage. I'm pretty sure it's mainly messing with the East Coast. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so I don't even have a phone. I'm using my work phone as my primary phone right now. And that is about it. So hopefully the cell phone coverage comes back up, just because, I mean, it's 2026 now. Like, what do we do? it's full panic mode without cell phones. It's actually been kind of nice today. Haven't had to make any text replies because nobody can really text me. And I was actually on the phone with Verizon about the work phone setup. So it was very weird. This all happened during that. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe the phones will be back up tomorrow and everything will be fine and all is well that ends well. Guess we'll see. Next update on here will be if the phones are working or not. Well, it's the next morning and Verizon's back up and running, which is great. So, making my morning coffee. I do like a protein coffee where I do like 12 ounces of just black coffee, a scoop of Nutter Butter protein powder, and I use a Premier Protein 30 gram like a coffee flavored protein shake pre-made. I pour them all together in my shaker bottle, shake it up, and I drink that as my morning coffee. So high in protein, lots of caffeine, gives you that spark you need. So alright, I got my shaker container. This is my Ghost shaker container. It's pink because I like to honor my mom, who has breast cancer and who's had it multiple times. She's a survivor. So, makes me think about my mom every time I have it. Just rinse this cup out real quick here. So, coffee's in. Premier Protein goes in. Then we're going to top this bad boy off with some of this Ghost brand Nutter Butter. About a scoop here. Careful not to make a mess, because this stuff does make a mess. Then put the lid on, and we're going to shake. So yeah, just shake it up and you got yourself an awesome protein drink / coffee. You can actually see across the street my neighbor got their driveway plowed and now he's just cleaning up the street for them. But as you can see, like my walkway, I got Christmas decorations out here that were knocked over. It's pretty bad last night. See, the top of my candy cane has seen better days. But yeah, overall, typical January morning in Buffalo. Well, here's my morning. Phew. I gotta figure out how to work this thing because it doesn't really lock in place very much. As you can see, I can't really show you my feet for some reason, but you know, my tracks are it's pretty deep. It's about 6 inches, 6.5 inches. Could always be worse though. Good old Buffalo. See, my neighbors got their driveway all shoveled out this morning. It's good for them, that's great. Not me though. Not gonna be able to do mine until later. Oh boy, gonna be a day today. Streets are great. I tell you, I live in a town called the town of Tonawanda, and they do an amazing job almost at all times. Like when it snows, they get the streets cleared and salted. When you have a lot of garbage to put out, there's sometimes I feel really bad. When I bought my house, there was a lot of stuff in the basement. That was a stipulation of me buying it, as they said they'd give me so much money off if I basically bought it as is and got everything out myself. So I said, yeah, that's fine. And it's fine, everything. I'm not complaining because I got a good deal on the house, and it's whatever. But when I put some stuff out to the garbage some days, I leave for work in the morning and I'm thinking, man, I feel really bad. Like, I hope they take all this. And I come home and I'm pleasantly surprised every single time. They're just amazing. So shout out to Tonawanda, town of Tonawanda. If you are from the Western New York area, or if you know somebody that works there, or if you work there, thank you, because you do an amazing job. Wow, the trees look so nice today. What happened was it was raining yesterday and then it turned over. So sometimes when that happens, the trees get kind of sticky from the water from the rain, and then the snow sticks really well. So I don't know how well that's carrying over to the camera, but it is really, really, really nice out here right now. It's always funny to me because, you get west or you get south, and I mean like far west, like West Coast or south, like Florida, or, southern states in general, and you get a dusting of snow and it shuts their whole city down. Here, I got a half a foot last night and it's business as usual. And this happens too. If it's 3 foot of snow, business as usual. And the only time they really close schools is when it's really slick and slippery and it becomes an issue for the buses to get around. If the buses can move out, no problem, then kids are in school. Yeah, this is nice. This is good. So today I got a lot on my agenda. I was on the phone with Verizon yesterday for 2 hours trying to sort out our new phones, which her name was Kelly. She did an amazing job. Thank you, Kelly. But the actual account isn't effective until today. And she said once the ticket is closed out on Verizon's end, then everything will work. So I got to finish setting those up today. I want to get out and film more content for YouTube. I want to film some more stuff. My uncle's flying out to Florida, so I want to get some more of those funny $50 videos made, and then just a bunch of random stuff. I want to get with some technicians if I can. The snow is really going to kind of hinder that today, the weather. So I'll try to get with some technicians, get some videos made, see if I can film a hot water tank for you guys. And yeah, so stay tuned and we'll see what happens. Just want to show you guys a little bit more of the road and all the different plow companies here. A lot of people hire plow companies to clear off their driveways and their sidewalks and stuff. Elderly people, or just really busy people in general. I'll be honest with you, I wish I could afford it. I would do it because it would be so convenient just to come home and find my driveway cleared. You know what I mean? That would be amazing. It's going to happen someday, but for now, I'm going to put on my hat and my gloves and my old 1990s Buffalo Bills winter jacket. Or, my mom bought me for Christmas a year or two ago a Milwaukee heated coat, which is awesome. I love that thing. So thanks, Mom. Yeah, see, you can tell the difference now. We're out of the town of Tonawanda, and we are into another municipality. And you can see the difference in the streets? Looks like they might have just salted. They haven't plowed yet. And if they plowed early, and they haven't plowed since. So it really, really, really shows you the difference between municipalities, which it's fine. It's not. This isn't. I'm not, and I'm not knocking this. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just pointing out how amazing. Whoa. I'm just pointing out how amazing the town of Tonawanda is, because they truly are just amazing. It's funny because the camera fell, and it only fell because the roads are so bad my truck is shaking like crazy. That's all right. Just went into gimbal protection. I think maybe it was touching the windshield or such. But yeah, the snow on the trees looks so nice today. I got a plow here. I don't know if you can see them on the camera. Got to be careful because they have a job to do, and they will back right out in the street, and they're usually pretty attentive and paying attention. But you really do got to pay attention sometimes because you can get into an accident with one of them guys. Oh, wow. It is cold. Holy smokes. Woo. All right, let's get out of here. What a day this has been. Just trying to get out of my parking spot is pretty crazy right now. I'm wondering actually, if I back up, I might be able to get out of this spot a different direction. Oh yeah. All right, we are out of here. So, like I said earlier, I didn't have a chance to really film much content today. I'm going to do better. I got to make it a priority. It's just I get so busy, and if you have ADHD or you know anybody with ADHD, then you understand. You get sidetracked very, very easily. So, I'm going to go this way. You know, when it snows hard, now I got to get my kids. I believe their mom's going to drop them off to me, which is awesome. I really appreciate that because I've got so much to do, but I have to go pick up some rock salt because we got lots of shoveling to do today. Snow blowing, shoveling, salting. We got a lot to do today to get ahead of this before it gets any worse. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So I will film some content to me shoveling. I know I said that already, but I will film it. I just came out and I thought, you know what? I got to clear my truck off, so I might as well let them see this. Because a lot of you are going to see this and say, yeah, we do that all the time. But some people don't ever get to clear off their vehicle. They don't get snow. And when they do, it's just a little tiny bit. I mean, we got about 6 inches last night, give or take, and then we've gotten a few more inches throughout the day, and it's supposed to rain, I believe, all night. I could be wrong, but no disrespect to the weather men and weather women, but you don't really ever know. So, yeah, we'll see you in a few minutes. not sure if you can hear me well because I don't have the microphone on. But I finished. It took about an hour to do. Snow wasn't as bad as I thought, but it's still a lot. It's snowing hard enough where it just keeps coming back. So I salted a lot. Right now I'm laying on my basement floor on the carpet because I was putting a load of laundry in and my pants were wet and my coat was wet, my boots, everything. So funny part is I finished, I came down here, and then I had to run outside because I forgot I had the camera out on the tripod. So pretty funny stuff, but we will catch you in the next one.